Does anybody know where the fuck the river is? I saw it this morning. I took this picture, actually. I'd gone out to Sandy Springs for a meeting. I was coming on the way back. I was like, oh, there it is. And so I pulled my truck over to the side of the highway on the bridge over the river, because you don't actually see the river unless you get out of the car on the river on I-75. Not everybody does that, but I did. And stood in the bed of my truck taking these pictures, and I'm sure somebody thought I was ridiculous. So, anyway, for the formal sort of project that we're doing, I'm going to try to juggle this. We don't call it "Where the fuck is the river?" We're calling it "Discover Your Hidden Riverfront." It's like a nice way to, you know, if you want to go to the river here in Atlanta, in downtown, midtown, anywhere in the city, or certainly south of the city, and you want to go to the river, you kind of have to go to Sandy Springs. You have to go to the National Recreation Area. You have to go to Roswell. But the river is much closer than that, and we can get there. So we should. Not an urban river, you know, it's not a downtown kind of river, and so it's harder for people to see that we have, you know, we actually say oftentimes, I found myself saying that we don't have a waterfront in Atlanta, and that's one of our shortcomings. But, you know, we do have a riverfront. It's different, and in a lot of ways it's better. And so when you start thinking of it in that light, you start to imagine Atlanta as having this sort of signature model riverfront that really no other city like it can have. It's pretty amazing. The light's on the screen, so you can't quite see it. But it's amazing. You know, Atlanta's riverfront is wild, you know. It is, it's expansive, it's generous, it's enormous. In a lot of ways, Atlanta's riverfront is limitless. And along the riverfront, there's room for every life. There's lots of room. There's lots of room for us to do things. So the long-term vision here is for a 5,000-acre, what we're calling a working park, which is a protected and interconnected network of farms, forests, new parks, and nature preserves. So it's basically protected green space that operates as a big lung for the city. More importantly, just start talking about it. You know, part of the reason why nobody thinks that there is a river in Atlanta is because nobody talks about it, and so we have to start talking about it. In order to talk about it, I encourage you to get out there and start discovering your river and be a part of it and make it part of your life.